And okay, first of all, look at my hair, y'all. Yes, okay, sorry, stay focused. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lindy. This is Lindiorslife, and you're back for another one, okay? And today we're doing a little YAP, we're doing a little wig, we're doing a little of everything, because I realized I did talk a little bit about my content pivots that I'm doing this year, but I didn't actually like make a dedicated video about it, and I feel like I really wanted to. So today we are putting a wig on that we have put on many a time before, and we are talking about my content pivot. So let's really get into it. I'm excited. So the wig that we're doing is this Yaki Straights wig from insert company here, because I don't remember. I think I bought it off the TikTok shop. She's my girl. I really like her, so I'm putting it on today because my Pixie, she's old, she's worn out, and I don't know, I just felt like a wig today. So I'm gonna try to put a wig on again that I haven't done in forever and see how I feel about it, because I'm getting really used to the Pixie on me, like used to seeing myself like that with the Pixie. So I don't know if I'm gonna like what a wig on, but let's try, okay? Okay, those are the products. I'm probably gonna curl my hair with this flat iron. It's the Nano Titanium by Baby Bliss Pro. And I have a hot comb on standby, okay? Pull out some hair here, because we are doing a flip over situation. And I'm gonna let that second get tacky a little bit, and in the meantime, let's chat. So yes, y'all, I'm doing a content pivot. I want to continue to make like hair videos, makeup videos, day in the lives, workout video. Like I kind of just want to be an everything creator and do whatever I want, really. But I want to incorporate more of like my actual like day-to-day and talk about architecture, because I'm in architecture. Like that's what I do. At this point, it feels like 70% of my life is about architecture, and I never brought it here because, you know, separate church and state. That is day-to-day. This is fun weekend vibe. But I had been seeing like some architecture creators pop up on my timeline, and it just inspired me to talk more about architecture, what it is, what the field's about, you know, how to get in it, how I got in it, and what it means to be a Black woman in this space, because we literally represent the smallest percentage of architects are Black. Only 2% are Black, and then to be a Black woman, let's think about it, it's like 0.1%. And I don't know, it's like important to me. So I decided as the year started that I was going to incorporate that more in my content, and I've started more like on TikTok and Instagram, making like day in my life videos, like architecture day in my life, like what do you do as an architect, and I really do like those. I think other people do like it too. So I want to make more long form content surrounding that, and maybe do like weeks in my life here and then do days of my life on the short form. Because sometimes it be fun and sometimes it be boring. You know, it's a job, but it's also a career, and it can go far and a lot can come from it. So I want to talk to y'all about it, okay? Child, can I get this on my head? Ooh, period. $3.90, okay? So architecture as a profession is like an age-old profession. Like, not even just a profession, it's just a very old thing. In general, it's just old. It's been around for a long time, and like I said, there's only like 0.2% of Black people that are involved in this. And the way I got involved was my sophomore year of high school. Actually, my mother was like, hey girl, like, you know, the next couple of years of your life are going to be about what you're going to do for the rest of your life. So what do you want to do? And at that point I was very artsy and very creative. I'm making stuff, I'm drawing, I'm doing all that kind of stuff. I was drawing like interior design floor plans and like drawing rooms and stuff, which I thought about getting into interior design, but they said that architects make more money, so I went where the money reside, okay? Reside, whatever. And I literally looked it up online. I'm like, okay, interior designer, architect, what can I do that's gonna make me a little coin? But I could still do it. And at that time, I wasn't like super into art itself. So, and then also I still was conscious about money. So I was like, I don't want to be an artist. Like everybody talks about how it's such a struggle. So I don't want to do that. So I was like architecture. And then lucky enough, my high school had an architectural design course where you got to try out, like, you know, making like, actually I'm sorry, it was architecture drafting. So you got to do like drafting courses in high school. So I did the architecture design drafting course and I actually really liked it. My teacher, he actually was in I can't remember if he was a licensed architect, but he had like worked in architecture more than just like drafting or anything. So he had actually worked in architecture. I told him what I was trying to do. This is like junior year, and he said he would help me with my portfolio. So through senior year, he helped me with my portfolio, helped me put together stuff to apply to schools. I applied to NC State, UNC Charlotte, Hampton, because those were the closest places that had architecture. A&T has architecture, but at that time I don't believe it was accredited, and it was also architectural engineering, which at the time I was like, I don't think I want to do that. Now looking back, maybe it would have been nice to try that, but it is what it is, you know. Life goes on. So I ended up getting into Hampton and UNC Charlotte, and then I went to everybody's open house. Everybody was like, this is tea, this was going on. And I did like Hampton. I didn't like Hampton's prices, okay? I said, because like I said, I was a little, I was young, but still a little money conscious. So that $40,000 a year or $30,000 a year with a scholarship, I was like, nah, I'm not trying to come up out of school with that much debt. Like, I can come out with debt, but not that much debt. So I chose UNC Charlotte. It was closer. I used to think that I would never want to go to that school because it was so close to my house, but I actually grew to love it. I did like a little campus tour and actually got into like the places that I would be at, and I really did like it, and then I loved it there when I went. So yeah, I chose the PWI, sad to say, but I really had a good time. I think I can't speak for every PWI, but that PWI, the black people on the campus really like find each other, and we really like build community. So I was with the black people all the time in architecture, and just like obviously in the outside world, because if you know architecture, it's like its own little universe for real. But when I was involved in architecture stuff and when I was involved in just school stuff, where are the black people at? I'm telling you. And we just really had a good time. So in school, honestly, I really learned a lot, and I want to start this series on, you know, Instagram and TikTok and stuff, but like I said, I'm trying to incorporate it here. I really want to start a series about stuff that I learned in architecture school, because not only did I learn, like, you know, architecture, but you really do learn a lot of skills for real life, and just how you should carry yourself and how you should talk about things that you create. Now I am 27 years old, and I've been out of school for, I got my master's actually. So I went back to school, got my master's. So I've been out of school since 2020. I started working in this profession in 2021, and now it's 2025. So I have been working for 4 years professionally, which low-key is kind of like 3 years professionally, because the first job that I had was more internship vibe than a job. But I technically was an architectural designer for them, but it felt like I was an architectural intern. I'm gonna tell you that much. But shout out to them for giving me the experience. But child, now that I'm out of the not professional, I'm out of the schooling, I'm into the professional world, honey. Things are getting serious. Things are getting serious and things are getting stressful, and I'm starting to question, where do I want to land in the realm of architecture? What do I want my career in architecture to look like? Because I don't know. I don't know. So my first job, it was at a firm that did primarily single family houses. There were luxury houses, nice, big, cute, beautiful, in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is where I've been my whole life, which is nothing I want to move. But that's besides the point, because I ain't trying to do that right now. So yeah, first firm, Charlotte, North Carolina, luxury homes. That taught me that I really, actually, yeah, I don't want to do nothing with nobody's house. At least not right now. I might change my mind, but it's just so personal, which it should be personal because it's your home. But for the architectural mind that I know that I have, I generally like the design. I like the challenge. I like the task of, we have this to do, this typology of a building. The occupancy is this, it's gonna be this big, they're giving us this amount of money, and this is what their ideas are for the situation. And then we take it as architects and we make it a reality. That's my favorite part. That's my favorite part. So I wasn't getting any of that at my first firm, like in my first architecture job. I was getting nothing but, this is my house, or this is a house that we've already started designing, can you make these changes, like blah blah blah. This is what was already happening. Essentially, I'm just not using the good brain that I just paid for to learn. I'm not using none of the things that I paid to learn. I'm just doing what they say every day, just doing what I'm told, and never using my little good old noggin. And I graduated college. I mean, I graduated high school with a 4.0. I graduated college, magna cum, whatever. Okay, I'm not stupid. So why can I not use my brain? And that's really what I would like. I would talk to my parents about. I would pray about it. I would cry about it. I'm like, I am just not being utilized. And it really just felt like I was getting behind in the profession, because whilst my other classmates and just like other people in general are learning Revit, which is a software we use, and getting that client experience, getting software experience, I don't even know, even going to like architecture events and stuff, like my job was not doing that. So I said, okay, I can only be here for a year. I told myself that, and I basically stuck to that, because by 2022, I was in a new firm. Yes, this is another thing that I think is very important. In keeping with the vein of community, the main reason that I got the 2 jobs that I did get out of school was because of community and another Black woman that I knew that could vouch for me. And that's why it's so important to be in community with like-minded people, but also with your people. So yeah, I'm very much in the space in your career where you have to figure out what's next. And it is hard because I am enjoying what I'm doing. And I do like the place that I work at like a lot, because we work in a whole bunch of different sectors of architecture. We are also like specified we specify working with minority communities, so we're that community vein in my life is also in my career, which I really enjoy because you can see firsthand very quickly the impact that we have on people by getting these buildings designed and built. And I really enjoyed that, especially when I go to like buildings that I know my firm did, and it's like, oh my god, like look at this community really utilizing these resources. It's amazing. So I really enjoy where I work. However, the profession of architecture confuses me every day. Every day I'm confused, I'm lost, I'm looking up things, I'm trying to figure it out. What? There's so many processes. There's so many way things go. There's different phases. There's all these documents. There's back documentation. There's communication with other people on the project. There's so much. There's emails. There's emails after emails after emails. And that's all external stuff. And then it's like internal stuff. It's corporate America. Even though it's supposed to be, I think maybe my first mind of the reason why I wanted to do architecture was because I'm thinking we're just like free spirits who designs buildings and we're having a blast. Whole time, this is a corporation. This is a corporation. This is corporate America, and I am still black at the end of the day. So yes, even in the profession, in a place where I work at like a minority owned firm, and we're like big on, you know, working with community, working with minorities, you know, still very much finding ways to press me on some shit. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Which, you know, I'm not saying I do, because a lot of times I don't. But I'm teachable, so I feel like all we really need to do is teach me, you feel me? Because of the hiccups and just because of just knowing myself and the things that we do every day, I'm like, I'm probably gonna want to be somewhere else doing something adjacent to architecture by the time that I am, you know, older, more seasoned, once I get a license, this, that, and the third, right? So that's what I'm working on right now. I'm working on figuring out what is the plan. Not necessarily what's next, because I'm very content where I'm at now. I'm very happy. I like my coworkers. I like the things that I do. I like the location of my job because it's close to my house. Like, I like the flexibility I get because I'm still a hybrid employee. Like, there's a lot of things that I enjoy that I get right here at this same job. So I'm not necessarily looking to leave. I just want to plan, because this is the year, this is the year I will be beginning my ARE testing. And that is the testing that you start and you take to become a licensed architect. And okay, first of all, look at my hair, y'all. Yes, okay, sorry, stay focused. This is the testing that you take to become a licensed architect, and this is the year that I will be beginning my test taking. And I just want to kind of know what I'm doing it for, you know? Like, I want to be an architect and I want to try the firm life out as an architect, but I know my final resting place in this career will not be in a firm, because honestly, y'all, I can talk forever about architecture, and that's why I decided that we're gonna start talking about it. I'm gonna do voiceovers, I'm gonna do sit downs, but I'm also still gonna get into the beauty teas of it all, because that's what I like to do. I like to sit here and do my hair and my makeup, but I also, you know what I'm saying, I got a little brain sometimes. I got some things to say sometimes. So yes, but at the end of the day, this year of Lindy figuring out what is her path in architecture, and come along with me on this journey. Thank you for watching. If you're watching this now, really in general, if you made it to the end, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, please follow, because I'm on the road to 1,000. Wow, okay, I gotta get 1,000 this year. We're running everything up. I really appreciate the people that are still here. that have been here. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, holla at your girl down in the DMs, the comment section. Let me know how you feel about this look. If you want to know the wig, let me know. I might have to reach out to the company, see if they trying to send me some, because I kind of slayed this. I ate this up. But yeah, let me know. And bye.